I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'm not gonna spoil anything, Steve. Don't worry. This has nothing to do with the actual show, which is the sad part. Um, so I was talking about how excited I was for the show, right? And how it was so cool. You know, we got as like nerds, we got all this cool shit. We got all these Marvel movies that are coming out, all these shows. The Boys is on Amazon Prime right now. It's fucking amazing. Um, and we get on top of that, we get Obi-Wan. Ewan McGregor coming back as Obi-Wan, Hayden Christensen coming back to play Darth Vader. It's fucking like I saw Revenge of the Sith in theaters with my dad for Father's Day. It was the best. It was in like second. What is that? A horrible Father's Day movie? It's a great movie. All the posters had Darth Vader on it, and it was like, you know, I'm your father, like for Father's Day. Like it makes sense. It's great marketing. Um, and yeah, so it was like for me, like even just the idea of them bringing them back, I was like, man, this is so exciting because that's like my favorite Star Wars movie. I'm going to see those guys, and I'm not going to spoil anything for you, Steve. Not going to spoil anything for anybody. I think it's really cool so far. Obviously, there are some things I'm like, you know, what's going on, but it's a 6 hour movie, you know, or 7 hour. I don't know how many episodes it is. We're halfway through, so it's 6 episodes. We're 3 episodes in. It's a 6 hour movie, and people before the first episode, like as the first episode was airing, were just saying the most like crazy, vile, racist shit to one of the stars of the show, Moses Ingram, who plays again, and this isn't spoiling anything really because she's been in the trailers and done interviews and everything. She plays one of the Inquisitors, the third sister, and she is a black woman, and she's playing a villain character who is, you know, a little brash and, you know, abrasive, and people took to her DMs, I guess, and other social media to say a bunch of really fucked up shit. And surprisingly, actually, both Disney and Moses and others kind of spoke out about it. And so I wanted to just kind of pull up her video just to explaining what happened. I don't think so, no.
Long story short, there are hundreds of those. Hundreds. And I also see those of you out there who put on a cape for me, and that really does mean the world to me because, you know, there's nothing anybody can do about this. There's nothing anybody can do to stop this hate. And so I question what my purpose is, and even being here in front of you saying that this is happening.
That's sad.
I don't really know. But I think the thing that bothers me is that, like, sort of this feeling that I've had inside of myself, which no one has told me, but this feeling of like, I just gotta shut up and take it. You know, I just kind of gotta grind and bear it. And I'm not built like that. So I really just wanted to come on, I think, and say thank you to the people who show up for me in the comments and the places that I'm not gonna put myself. And to the rest of y'all weird.
Yeah. So that is her responding. I mean, it showed the messages at the beginning too, right? To some of the stuff that was being said, and the thing that's crazy, and again, this is the thing people do. It's called, I forget I think it's called gish galloping in debates, where what people do is they just throw a bunch of shit at you to like disguise what they're actually saying, which is fucked up. Where it's like, it started out like people were saying shit to her before the episodes even dropped. They're just like, you're a diversity cast, like you're just fucking all this other, and people even saying like the N-word and like all this crazy shit to her, which is just disgusting. And it's the craziest thing about it, dude, is that this is fucking. It's not the craziest thing about it. Okay, this is more of like me looking at it from a slightly comedic lens. It's fucking Star Wars. It's not weird for there to be 500 different aliens in one bar, but you can't handle a black chick that's fucking has a lightsaber? Like, what are you people, you know? And like I said, but right before I started this segment, I'm a huge fucking Star Wars fan, but it's like embarrassing. It really is embarrassing to, you know, have people doing shit like this on and saying like they're on in behalf of or on behalf of like Star Wars fans. It makes Star Wars itself look like a disgusting franchise. First off, it's humanly disgusting and wrong. Secondly, it makes people that are fans of this franchise and of the series specifically or whatever, it makes you feel like dirty that you're associated with these other people that pretend to like the same thing as you. You know, it's crazy. And Disney did post a thing. They said there's like over 2 million something different species in the galaxy, and like, something about like, and if you're a racist, like you're not allowed. I don't know, something about it. It was a good clapback, and it's interesting because they apparently there was some issues with stuff with the sequel trilogy and like posters and maybe potentially shrinking people of color for the Chinese posters or versions of those posters, which kind of fucked up on Disney's part if that's true. I don't know. I didn't look into that, but I do know that they did the right thing by backing her on this one, and they even got Obi-Wan himself to speak on it, which we'll bring up here in a second. But right before we do, the other thing that's crazy too is these people, they're bringing in, and what I was getting to with the Gish galloping thing is that they're pretending that it's like the guise of like her character's not good, so I'm gonna be. They're using a criticism of saying her character's not good, and like throwing in and just shoveling in underneath like the racism that they wanted to really say, and it's really fucked up. And I'll tell you why. I don't know if her character's gonna be good or not. I'm not gonna spoil shit because I know we got people watching this show. They're gonna watch that show. I'm not gonna spoil anything about her character or anything going on. For me personally, there's some stuff where with the whole show where I'm like, I don't know where this is gonna go. But in what fuck? It's a 6-hour movie. These Disney Plus shows are 6-hour films that they just chop. They're just fucking 6 hours long of content, and they just chop it in like they just make it to 6 chapters. Okay, you would not halfway through a movie fucking step outside and be like, you know what? I don't know if I like that person's arc in the story yet. You don't know where it's going to go. You have no idea where she's going to end up or where the other characters are going to end up. We have no idea unless you work at fucking Lucasfilm, unless you worked on set and you know the fucking ending, or you were standing over the editor as he was finishing it. You don't know how this fucking movie's going to end, how this show's going to end, how her character or any other character's arc is going to end. So why the fuck are you making are you reviewing something you have no idea where the end is going to be? Or why are you critiquing a character that you have, again, no idea? I'm not saying you can't have an opinion, but you literally don't know. That would be literally starting the first Iron Man film and stopping right before, like, let's say you watch the first 10 minutes of that, you know, he's a douchebag right before the fucking bomb blows up. Spoiler alert. People who haven't seen the first Iron Man. I hope you've seen it. You know, and you fucking you're like, man, I don't really like him. Kind of a dick. Kind of just a smooth talking asshole. I don't really like him. What are you doing? This is how stories are told. If you don't like somebody, that's fine. If you don't like the character, that's fine. But if you're fucking using not liking the character to then justify the racist shit you want to say, that's disgusting. And if you have nothing to say about the character and you're just throwing out the racist shit, that's potentially even worse. I don't know. It's equally just as disgusting. But it's just crazy. It's just crazy to me. I don't know. There's kind of my thoughts on it. And Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan Kenobi himself, backed her up.
Some of the fan base from this influential fan base have decided to attack Moses Ingram online and send her the most horrendous racist DMs. And I heard some of them this morning and it just broke my heart. Moses is a brilliant actor. She's a brilliant woman. And she's absolutely amazing in this series. She brings so much to the series. She brings so much to the franchise. And it just sickened me to my stomach to hear that this had been happening. I just want to say, as the leading actor in the series, as the executive producer on the series, that we stand with Moses. We love Moses. And if you're sending her bullying messages, you're no Star Wars fan in my mind. There's no place for racism in this world. And I totally stand with Moses.
To the people that are doing that, you literally made Obi-Wan Kenobi get in his fucking car and make a fucking video having to say how stupid you are. Like that. Obi-Wan Kenobi is filming fucking apology-style videos in his fucking car, having to back up his co-star because y'all are fucking weird. And like Moses said, y'all are fucking weird. And props to you, and props to Moses, props to everybody on that show. I think it's cool so far, and I'm excited to see where it goes. I have a lot of questions. I get nervous when shit that I like is coming out, especially with this series. I get nervous because of like weird hate, and it has nothing to do with racism for me. So I can't imagine how they feel, and especially like I can't imagine first how people who've worked on it feel, and I can't imagine how people of color that are having to deal with or see her deal with this. Like, that's fucking disgusting. But yeah, thanks for watching that last video, guys. Click right over here to see the episode in its entirety, or click over here to subscribe and check out all the other cool shit we have on the channel. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Do it.